We are back, and we just went to the theater to watch Deadpool and Wolverine from 2024, rated R, with a runtime of 2 hours and 8 minutes. This is the third installment of the Deadpool saga, starring the always entertaining Ryan Reynolds. This time, he pulls in a familiar face into the mix to, I guess, save the world, as all supers do. I'm going to go around the table and get impressions. Olive G, I'm going to start with you. What did you think of the film?
Thought it was good.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character?
I guess like Deadpool.
Yeah. Why'd you like Deadpool?
He was funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Was there anything else that you liked about this movie?
It's okay to spoil it. I think everybody's on the internet has basically spoiled it.
Yes, I knew every single cameo prior to going into this.
I mean, I think it was instantaneous. This movie came out July 26th, I think, and it is now, what, the 10th of August? And, yeah, it was like wildfire. Did you have a favorite sequence of events in the film, Olive G?
What the hell is the dog's name? Mary Poppins?
Yes.
Dog pool,
but also Mary Poppins.
When Mary Poppins dog pool went through the
little
circle
portal
thing and ran into Deadpool's arms.
Yes.
I also like the scene where they ceased fire for the dog.
Yes. That was one hideous dog.
it was like 50% tongue.
Yeah. There's something endearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful.
It was so ugly. It was beautiful. It was like a work of art. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gigi, did you like the film?
A lot.
Yeah?
It was good. I didn't look at my phone at all.
Very nice.
Yeah. What about it did you like?
It was entertaining, and it didn't feel like 2 hours. I thought it was like an hour and a half.
Oh.
Okay.
That's an endorsement. Did you have a favorite character?
I like both Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Who'd you like better? You gotta have a favorite.
No.
No? You like them both equally?
Do you like that he is now more incorporated into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or do you not care at all?
Nah, not really. I mean, I think it's nice that Ryan Reynolds is getting paid.
I mean, I'm sure Ryan Reynolds thinks it's nice he's getting paid. That guy's, I mean, he's got his hot hands in everything. He's like uber rich.
He's got a lot of side
point.
Hustles going on.
Yeah. That guy is uber rich at this point. And I love that he put his wife in. Lady Pool is his wife, the lovely Blake Lively. And one of the little kids was his kid, Inez.
They never showed their faces, too.
No, they don't. But, yeah, they were in the credits. I saw their names.
Okay.
So that was kind of fun. Big family affair. And, like, I feel like the director, Shawn Levy, and him are, like, neighbors or live close to each other.
They do a lot of stuff together?
Yeah.
You mentioned, like, the Adam. What else have they done?
He's directed Stranger Things. Real Steel with, wasn't Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, he did Free Guy.
Oh, okay.
Which we really, really like. He did Night at the Museum, This Is Where I Leave You, The Internship, Real Steel, Date Night, Night at the Museum, Pepper Dennis. There was a TV show with Rebecca Romaine, right?
All right. That's good enough for the history lesson. Of the 3 Deadpool movies, I know you've all seen them. Where do you rank this one?
Me?
Yeah.
I've
Like if you were to rank them in order of your
never seen
favorite.
the first one, I don't think.
Really? I could swear you've seen it, like chunks of it at least on television.
Are you sure?
Is that the one with the kid who... No, that's the second one.
Second one's the one with the kid.
I don't remember.
The first one is like the intro to him. Like
He's
like
trying to get
story.
Francis.
His origin story where he has the girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
So is this like the first full Deadpool movie you've seen from beginning to end?
I think so.
Oh, really? I thought you've seen the other
Wait,
ones.
so what about the one with the time traveler?
The time traveler guy is in the second one.
Oh, yeah. The Time Traveler was the second movie.
Oh.
Cable.
Yeah, well, right.
We
We didn't go to the theater with these kids to watch that?
No.
Really?
We were like 5 years
They were way
old.
too young, yeah.
When has that ever stopped?
We don't really...
We've seen inappropriate stuff with the children. We saw The Shape of Water. That guy's nailing his wife. What?
Yeah, I think that was after.
Come on.
Yeah, and you covered my eyes.
Yes, I did. But, I mean, for like half a second, then I was like, you know what? Whatever.
All right, well, never mind. I was under the impression you have at least seen them on television.
I've seen bits and pieces, and from what I've seen, Deadpool, the first one is probably in third place for me because it was I don't like what happened to him. The second one is probably second, and the third one, because I've seen all of it, will be in first.
Okay.
Interesting. What about you, Olive G? You have a preference?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. What about you? What'd you think?
I thought it was just okay. If I were to rank them, I would probably put this one in last place.
1 and 1, 2 and 2.
Yeah, I'd probably put them in that order. One was the best, 2 was the second best, 3. It's not that it.
Yay.
I'm not saying this is
A
bad.
bad movie. No.
It's just the first 2 had more heart than this one did. This one was definitely going the blockbuster route.
Yes.
Yeah, there was money everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that could be a good thing, and sometimes that could be a detriment.
Yeah. Here, I think it hinders.
I think in this one, it was a bit of a detriment. This was going more for spectacle, more for quick laughs. There were tons of laughs. They were good. He broke the fourth wall way more in this one than he did in the previous 2, which I think had a bit of a diminishing returns effect for me.
Same.
I like
agree.
the fourth wall breaking, but I think it needs to be
Warranted.
measured in its use.
Yeah.
It's like it's a type of joke, and you never want to do the same type of joke too many times.
I agree. And also, I don't know if it's because I'm old, but I'm watching this film and I was like, there's way too many goddamn songs in this. And
There were a lot of,
And this is too damn loud. It wasn't Baby Driver loud.
Yeah, that's just the theater
But-
thing, and what they do with music. For some reason, the music in movies, whether we're watching them at home or watching them in a theater, it's
It just amps
deafening.
up. Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the movie. I don't
Yeah.
know what happens.
Because I think at one
It's
point
like-
I turned to you. I don't remember the scene, and I was like, "What did she say?" I think when Emma Corwin was talking, and I was like, "What did she say?"
It's just sound mixers. I don't think they pay anything to sound mixers anymore. It's just like,
Must
just
not.
whatever.
All the money must go to licensing.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there were a lot, and that's another sort of detriment of the big budget movie is we have access to the entire world's soundtrack. Let's cram as many songs into this movie as we possibly can.
Too many. For me, it was more of a buddy picture than anything. It was this relationship that forms between Wade and Logan, and
I think that was part of the point.
it was part of the point, but the whole thing of the story was to save his timeline, and yet that became such a secondary issue to everything else that was happening. It almost felt like they're these two opposing people, and somehow we're going to make them like each other. I feel like it lost its way somewhere along the line. It was still entertaining. The writing was still strong. It was still funny. However, the peril, the high stakes, it just wasn't there enough for me to care.
No, I agree with that. They were definitely going for the buddy comedy movie. And yeah, that was kind of at the expense of an actual
Real story.
Yeah, like an action movie story.
Right.
Or a superhero movie story. Because one thing just became so much more important than the other.
Right. And while I love that Disney bought Fox, and now Disney can have the Fox characters in their Marvel movies, it's still it wasn't enough. And I felt like the constant dinging of that also kind of diminished it, because sort of to your point about
diminishing returns.
Yeah, the whole idea of the fourth wall, you use it sparingly for effect. Here it was just constant, and
It's
it
everywhere.
didn't stop.
I mean, the 20th Century Fox's logo is literally buried in the background.
Yeah, like in Planet of the Apes or something.
Yeah. But
too many cameos for me. I
wouldn't have minded the cameos if I would have been surprised by it, but screw you, internet. You ruined it for me. What happened? It used to be people cared about things like spoilers and wouldn't give stuff away for stuff that was still out in the theaters, or people would get shamed for doing it. Now I can't scroll through anything without seeing a screenshot of this movie.
Yeah. And pivotal points too. And it's like, it's funny because scrolling through Twitter, I'm like, oh, is that what I'm going to see? Oh, is that what I'm going to see in the film? Okay. Yeah. So there's no surprise. And it's funny because it wasn't that long ago. I feel like we're just talking about this film, the Blair Witch Project. And I feel like people kept that a secret because it was almost like audiences wanted you to go into it blind. And then when you saw it, it was like, oh, that was really good. And then if somebody asked you about it, like, you just have to watch it, right? Like, never, I don't remember people
that's not even the case with that, because that was just a lie that they were basically telling her. That wasn't even spoilers, because it wasn't like in the movie they were just like, oh, by the way, this is all fake. They never say that in the movie.
But it
more
to
your point would be like The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Nobody gave that away.
Yeah.
Nobody. It was in the like even years later when it was on home DVD. People still didn't want to give the big twist away for that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But now it's sort of like whatever.
I mean, I still would have seen.
I mean,
this
we're
film.
terrible about that too. So
Yeah.
who are we to judge? Yeah, we give away spoilers all the time.
Not all the time. Sometimes we're precious about it. All right. Should we go around the table and just get numbers?
Yeah, this is a good movie. It's funny.
It's very dark and it's very
extremely violent. Extremely
a lot of cussing.
violent. Lots of people being mutilated.
Yes. Well, that opening sequence with all those
all the TVA guys
was like out of control.
They were being definitely treated better on Loki than they were in this movie.
Yes,
wow.
yes. Yeah, for sure. I appreciated that Disney didn't shy away from that.
No, you know what I would have liked also a little bit more in the big battle at the bad guy's base at the end, where you got your cameo team and then you have like the Fox villains squad or whatever. I would have liked it to have if they would have made that one look a little bit nicer, because it was kind of muddy.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was
yeah.
this
They definitely didn't hire like a fight choreographer.
Yeah, it was like they didn't care about this scene.
Yeah.
It was just, let's just have everybody run and we're going to shake the camera a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
That was probably my only gripe as far as production values went. Everything else looked great.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely spent a pretty penny on this film, but I think it's made a pretty penny as well.
Oh my God, yeah, this is
like outrageous money at this point.
Yeah, and I swear I hope they don't get the wrong idea and be like, now everybody must break the fourth wall and we're going hard on the comedy for all of our Marvel films.
Yeah.
No. But execs are going to exec.
Exactly.
All right, numbers.
I mean, I think the other nice thing is that because we've introduced the multiverse, this now is open to interpretation, because this is Earth 10005. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that way in every version of Earth, but
I gotta
in
be honest,
this version.
I don't know what's going to happen, because technically he's not in the Marvel universe. But at the end of this movie, he's in
some other.
He's still in some alternate reality.
Right.
So who knows what's going to happen?
I would be curious to see if Wolverine comes back. I mean, he made it seem like, no, I'm done. I'll catch you on the flip side.
He was.
I'm sure if the money's right.
He was at the dinner party at the end. So.
He was, and I'm sure if the money's right. I was impressed with Hugh Jackman's physique.
Money
with
changes
the shirt
everything.
Off.
With his greasy tits.
Yeah. He definitely, for a 50-plus-year-old guy, he definitely keeps himself in shape. Or he got into crazy shape for this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for those shots.
Yeah. All right. Olive G, 1 to 10. What do you say?
I'm probably going to say 7.5.
7.5. Gigi?
8.5.
8.5. Your favorite film? What's your number?
I'll give this one a 7.
I too will give it a 7.5. So 7, 7.5, 7.5, and an 8.5. Yeah, I think this is definitely watch worthy.
Yeah, go see it. You'll have a good time.
You'll definitely have a good time. If you're in the Fort Lee area, absolutely go check it out at the Ipic Theater. Mm-hmm. I think the thing that propelled this movie a point or two more for me was my yummy dinner.
The dinner is always yummy.
All right, so that's it from us. Again, in theaters right now. I'm sure coming to Disney Plus soon. Obviously, they're going to have to put a disclaimer because that is a hard R.
Yeah, they have
that
the
is
other
a hard R with all that cursing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Deadpool from 2024 from director Shawn Levy. Go check it out. And that's it from us. And we will bid you all a
good night.
Good night.
Good night.